good afternoon. I'd like to begin by welcoming you back to school. It has been such a pleasure to have spent this last week here with you. And early this week, we will be publishing our roadmap out of lockdown. Because I think what's really, really important is that for all of us to be able to see a roadmap back to normality. And I know the government has said, that on the 17th of May, you'll be able to do more things. And then by June the 21st, all being well, there will be no restrictions in terms of activities and the things that we can do socially together and so forth. So what we thought we would do is to provide you with a roadmap to essentially give you that opportunity to know that in X amount of weeks' time, if all goes well, we'll be able to do this, or we'll be able to go on a school trip or whatever it is, just so you have that sense that we are moving always to a better position, which is really important. Thank you for coming back so well. It's been wonderful to see so much engaged learning taking place within the classrooms, but I think above everything, it's been a real pleasure to see you enjoying spending so much time with one another. So have a good week, and that is all from me.
It has been absolutely wonderful to have the school community back together again, even alongside the restrictions which still govern our lives, almost a year on from when the first lockdown was announced. I'm not sure that for me there is any greater gift than a school teeming with pupils, with energy, with learning and enjoyment of just being together. For the rest of my life, I'm not sure I will ever be able to take for granted the privilege of being in the company of other people, nor the important but unmeasurable and intangible way in which our interactions with one another shape our experience of being alive. This week we celebrate 2 Year 13 pupils who have gone above and beyond in their studies and who, through their commitment to learning and their work ethic, epitomise the qualities of an exceptional Rossall learner. From the beginning of A-level Spanish course, Hannah has been in class with 2 native speakers, which would be a challenge for any student, but she has worked tirelessly to progress and has done fantastically well. For a non-native speaker, she speaks and writes with such accuracy, says Dr. Adcock. She has already learned her independent research project by heart. This is an oral exam which is no longer a requirement due to the cancellation of exams, but since the students have put so much effort into what they were doing, the Spanish department has continued to prepare them for these orals, knowing that they will make a huge difference long term in terms of confidence in speaking Spanish. Hannah has analysed the play La Casa de Bernarda Alba with ease due to her thorough revision and has improved her grade in every single test. Well done, Hannah. Anna Sophia, on the other hand, created a topic breakdowns of every single psychology study needed for the IB in great detail with evaluation for each. She then shared this with all of the psychology students to make their learning easier and better. This is both a superb academic feat, but also demonstrates a kindness and an awareness of others. In celebrating these amazing Year 13 students, it is worthwhile considering that they are both exceptionally academically successful. It is not just to do with any raw ability that Hannah and Anna possess, however, but also clearly the hard work that they put in over the years into their learning. Every question asked in class, every homework assignment attempted, every exam pored over looking for how they would improve, and the subsequent actions arising out of these will have individually and collectively helped both of these girls to become the excellent students that they are today. With mock exams starting for our Year 11 and Year 13 students and the test weeks just around the corner for our Year 10 and 12 students, it feels an important time to identify and encourage you all to take advantage of the concept of marginal gains. This is the idea that small incremental improvements in any process add up to a significant improvement when they are all combined together. It is the idea that a 1% improvement every single day will make a more significant and more impactful difference overall than attempting to overhaul and change everything that you do, particularly if those changes are unrealistic or unsustainable. Within the context of effective learning and revision, this 1% might be things like having all equipment you will need ready on your desk when you begin to revise, taking the time to understand the way the mark scheme works when answering questions on a tricky topic, making a list of questions to ask your teacher for when you next see them, adding several new definitions learned off by heart each day, maybe grasping and feeling more confident in one topic at a time rather than trying to do the whole subject better. It's also about using breaks in revision for better quality rest, and even something as practical and as simple as bringing water into the exam room so that you can stay hydrated when answering questions. At the beginning, there isn't really a difference between making a choice that is 1% better or 1% worse. It won't make much impact on anything that happens today. But as time goes by, the small improvements compound, and soon there's a big gap between those who make slightly better decisions daily and those who don't, as you can see in the diagram on the right. This is why small choices add up over the long term, even if there's not much difference in the here and now. Most people love to talk about success, but the truth is that most of the significant things in life aren't standalone events, but rather the sum of all the moments when we choose to do things 1% better or 1% worse. Aggregating these marginal gains makes a difference to the overall outcome. This means that it is absolutely never too late to start, nor to make a difference to your future outcomes. If you need help in knowing what the 1% might be, I strongly urge you to speak to your teachers and form tutors who would be more than willing to help and guide you. I wish you a wonderful week.